Yo, abusiafo enyumre yeda otwedi ampon ase ewo ne bambo ne nhweso pa odi aboyen na yetuma se hia enyumre ewo NAGSDA revival dwumadie so enyumre mi amedi dwumadie ho chia me din ene Daniel Opuni Mensa me free California ton na ma bedru ha ene California fo ni na ya ba yeda nyame ase se through virtual means, California for you to me by NAGSDA revival. And yes, in the saying, amen. And you may send ya in Juma Dino, ABC Aqua in there. Manusi ya Yeniaba Justina or say we su we are na Yenia Mercy Boabe and so abo. Empire Shonko Amaye Ayade Ate so. And you may me say, Unyame be shrine, Emra Yababidi was Ajumade so. And Ninti Mejaha na Yenia Justina or say su a day, the special song na Amaye.
Amen.
And the chorus.
Amen. Amen. Pam chomye mompaye. Yes, you dimafuna nenyame anadwi ayini asidanka udinda.
Amen.
Yada wasi bebre. Wode waya maye wo hwe sopa na obambo. Ohu mo brado so ama wo ma.
Amen.
Eja therefore ifra no pay yekomya yahudo bebre. Yenye nanti yenye tena afidi ahudo mu yenye wo fie na nka bibia betimi ato yenso na madom so aboye ho baade ayini asida. Eni enyonyam ka udi anadwi.
Amen.
Awase sa wode yenkwache ye. Wa ma ye kwan se ene so so yemra na ye de unyame medi ahia. Yeso se ne de hira ye. Ma ye mfiri ha nkokwa. Ye mu ma wadom no hira no eno so wo maso. Agya ye ni painti. Brebia ye boni. Ahudo bebre. Yeso se ne boni bia ye bia wadom ti fa che.
Amen.
Bi kwan ma ye mpaibo na mpaibo ahudo na ebebo nyina no. Unyame watie na waya maye. Yeso se fa dwene bia ne akoma bia no mu. Bia ya dwene akoma mu. Na de wonnam akwa so de baba ya nwure so. Yetimi atie, nye tie ni yie ne de aboye bra. Na boye na ansan wi asem. Yeda wase pa se watie na obehira ya na dwi na waye bisade ahudo nyina maye. Esanse bisade nyina wodo bane de munti. Amen.
Amen.
Yo, yada mwase abusiafo. Ano enyumre ya kinkan sem no yebehu afri Proverbs chapter 4 verse 20. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 20 to 22. Proverbs 4 20 to 22. Mainte onyame asem mekan brofo. O say, my son, attend to my words, incline thy ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thy eyes. Keep them in the midst of thy heart, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Amen. Enyumre onyame enam nakwa Dr. Martin Opoku Gyamfi so ena oni yen bekasa enyumre. Doctor eye asorpenyi a ewo Hartford Ghana sorry a ewo ho. Na doctor eye medical doctor ankasa. Na wasa so ye doctor in natural medicine. Msabrafumu yataka bibi se integrative medicine. Nti nyumre de nyumse yebenya afanu ni nyina ye Ghana fo de beboa ye mpa. Onyame enam doctor so enyumre ena ebetu yenfo. Enunti yebetie yen theme song no. Na yewie yen theme song no na ene a yebetie no eye Dr. Martin Opoku Gyamfi. Ena onyame nam no so bekasa kire enyumre. Damwase mama yenya aso ne yentie.
Oh, Yo, abusuafo yere nyame ase se enne anwumre so amaya kwan amaya kwanya kese se yemra na yemra mesua ho ade na yeda asafo mpanifo asafo president ne mpanifo enso ase se omo atonsa afremi enne anwumre na megidi se na wotwe nyina Nyankopɔn ehira yen kese pa enti enne nwumre nso yebeto aso na yesua adesua bi amato ne din se cancer is a preventable disease. Cancer ye yare a yetimi ebo ye ho ban ifri ho. Emsa cancer ye yare bi a obi asuro. Most of the time no say yaka cancer ade ba akope na ba obi adwene mu. Eye oncologist, doctors ahuru nyina, oncologist no eye headache kesiye pa ma omo fisitore bia na obi amanfo te bi sase cancer krade na deba na answer ya na etanya ne se yenim de deba mixture of environmental factors ne genetics intino na akoye te said ye ya helpless no te said ye bibia ni ho no ma ye betimi aye afa cancer nanso no nhwehwemu bebre wo ho no mo a e kire se enima bebre wo ho no ma ye betimi aye afa cancer ho no ntia no ene enyimre me pese ye beka ho asem kakra ye di kan ye bebi sase cancer kra na di ade. What is cancer? Cancer no enye yare baako. Eye yare ahoro more than 100. Ena yaka bo mu a ye frɛ no cancer no. Na de tie ne sɛ ni suban anase cancer ni suban pa kɛseɛ baako ne sɛ ye nipadua no akwa a ye frɛ no cells ni bi ne de ya ne sɛ enyini saa bibia ntimi ama ne nya nyini. Sɛ yɛbɛte ase yɛ amom yɛnhwɛ sɛ yɛwo akɔra foforo ato hɔ nom yɛwo no to hɔ nom ɔyɛ ketewa bi afei na ɔtwe kɔ n'anim bosome kɔ n'anim mfie kɔ n'anim na onyini bi hu na akɔra ketewa na ɔda ne maame ana ne papa nsa so ketewa bi no na ɔbɛyɛ pani ɛyɛ den na otimi yɛ pani saa cells no enyini na onyini a every time bia na onyini koduru mpempensuo bi na agyae nyini emre so se nyini bi ma na to aso saa na nipadua no nyame ye no enti ye wo controls bi wo nipadua no ma kire ne se nyini jai na cancer no de ye ne de ne se e grow out of control bi ani ho no ma yetimi control nti cancer na ne main characteristic no eno no na se mo hwɛ screen yi a mo be hu se normal cells ne na me ka se cell ene de yan cell ene se hwɛ nipadua yi nyina na o kyekyɛ nipadua no mo ketenkete a ne ketwa pa ewo mu no eno ne ye frɛ ne cell ete sɛ de wo edan kɛseɛ si hɔ wasi abrosan kɛseɛ si hɔ no na o ka sɛ pɛ sɛ o kyekyɛ abrosan no mu ana o ba the smallest unit a ye de build ye de see dan no a o be hu sɛ ye bricks and as blocks. It is our blocks baako no na yakeka bom ade asi abrosan no. Saa pepepe na nipadua no nso tie. Cells no na akeka bom na abeye nipadua. It is yaka cell na ye ka nipadua no nkyekyemu pa ketwa a enkwane ahoɔden ewo mu. Na nti wo hwɛ cell a ye normal a say na tie. Eye baako na enyini a na emu apai mienu na abeye mienu. Nti say normal a say na yesɛ ɛsɛ to aso akɔ na yɛmfa ne sɛ emu ɛkyɛɛ no a enyini kɔ no na bibi esi wɔ cell no mu a na cell no ɛsɛe a nipadua no nyankopɔn de bibi ahye nipadua no mu sɛ cell a asɛe no ɛsɛ sɛ etimi ku no na ɛhye n'ase sɛ de bɛyɛ a ɛnkɔ so ɛnnɔre na ɛnyɛ bibree enti na nipadua no ankasa yɛ den ɛku no no yɛfrɛ no cell suicide anaasɛ apoptosis no. Enti nipadua no mu no yewo fidie bi wo mu yewo mechanism bi anyame di ahye mu a time bi a cell bi bɛsɛ bi a na ntam na waku no sɛ de bɛyɛ intimi nyini nanso ewo mu a cell bi etimi get out of hand etimi ehuri efiri saa fidie na nyankopɔn esum wo nipadua no mu no na ama nipadua no intimi nko no ɛyɛ saa na kyese cell no enyini na from one cell na afei na afei say divide a divide na be 4 na we no so divide na divide saa bo se na fe na aginsem na be uncontrolled growth no na dane cancer inti cancer ekwan a cancer fa so e develop eno no ye be contem kakra me a lot of information we have at time inti me contem ti me sremo se mo fa nche me na mo follow me mo hear statistics here wo yi su ya we are the 10 leading causes of cancer and the 10 leading deaths from cancer. We are 2017 source near National Cancer Institute. We have from 1 to 10 year 2017, 2020 the same thing. Number 1, breast cancer saying 252,000 and nipa 40,000 in 2017. In 2020 estimate say nipa 279,100 in Ibinya. Breast cancer and emu 42,000 in Ibiwu. Okwa lung, prostate, colorectal, melanoma, bladder cancer, ni na atwa so. Into hia cancer no nyina na enyina afiko na nim na numbers na ekosoro na nipa ewu nso ekosoro. Ohwe ha se ya we hu 40,000, 42,000 na ewu ye. 155,000 lung cancer nkwa na aba form kakra. If you say nipa bebre adwena aba so say smoking na a big factor nti o majai. Dia ka ni nyina ekosoro. Prostate 26 2017, 2020 33,000, colorectal 50, 53 2020 saa nti wohwɛ saa enipa yi a ewu nyinaa ya ayade bi a yebetimi abɔ ho ban a enipa bebree sɛ ɛnse sɛ omu ɛno nti na yesua saa adesua yi ɛne ne yebebisa sɛ ɛne na cancer no kora de na ɛkɔ so sɛ ne midi kan kan na nneɛma mienu environmental factors ne sɛ nneɛma a ɛwɔ baabi a yɛteɛ mframa a yɛhome aduane a yɛdie nsuo a yɛnom nneɛma a yɛde sra yɛ ho nnuro a yɛnom ɛno nom ne environmental factors no ɛna genetic factors ne deɛ ɛne ade a yɛde awo yɛn emogya na sɛ esu a yɛnya firi yɛ maame ne yɛ papa nom hɔ ɛno no yɛni su control nti afei yɛbɛkɔ mmirika kakra wohwɛ wei a wobɛhu sɛ environmental factors no sɛ yɛka cancer nyinaa environmental factors no contribute to 90 to 95% of all cancers environmental genes genetics account for just 5 to 10%. Inti no say enipa bebree ya adwena kosi sɛ genes genetics or we dey mean control inti na say you feel so helpless but no crepa e wo mu no say 90 to 95% environmental, which means say you betimi prevent 90 to 95% of all the cancers if we control the environmental factors. Afei yɛbɛtoa so environmental factors no sɛ yɛkɔ yɛkyi kakra a wohwɛ ha environmental na yɛbɛkɔ mu kakra wohwɛ first one yɛ a wɔyɛ diet adidie na afei yɛaba tobacco yɛaba infections ne yɛaba kɛseyɛ obesity ne yɛaba alcohol ɛna others nti afei yɛbɛkɔ mu baako diet nie na wohwɛ diet a within the environmental factors no a cause cancer no diet nko akɔ 35% of all the environmental causes of cancer. Now, cancers are whole related to diet in larynx, musa, bladder, mouth, pharynx, esophagus, lung cancer, colorectal cancer, pancreatic cancer. Now, cancer biya ni dodua diet also. For example, lung cancer, the contribution of diet to lung cancer no about 20%. But colorectal cancer, 70% of all colorectal cancer is related to diet. Pancreatic cancer, 50%. Prostate cancer, 75%. Breast cancer, 50%. Prostate cancer, and the leading killer right now. So we lung cancer free honor you money over men specific prostate cancer a big problem pass see and a man so breast cancer. Okay. After yanka kesi obesity. And also cancers are whole related to obesity anyway. The entire tisa say kesiye no we obese or a lot of fat cells. And a fat cells are not serve as a reservoir for cancer cells and for cancer causing chemicals and toxins. Entino ema eno na makesiye one of the factors obesity cause cancer na no. And after so no fat cells nankasa no so no a factory a produce estrogen any other hormones. Intikasiye related to esophageal cancer, colon cancer, gastric cancer, gallbladder cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, liver, endometrium, uterine, awodie, pancreatic cancer, cervical cancer, renal cancer, kidney cancer, and multiple myeloma. So, alcohol and smoking. We share alcohol and smoking so ye de nyame ase say ye mo bebre no ye nom sa. But we share ye num ni ye minimum oropharynx, liver, breast, esophagus, larynx, cervical cancer, pancreatic cancer, and so smoking, so and also ni bebre. Into we share almost all the cancers are related to these factors. Environmental carcinogens, and also and also the chemicals are what we are seeing more baby a yet your mountains, your mountain, your timu, your neighborhoods, ensure ayanum, and Nuania yedi chemicals, a yedi gunuania yedimu, chemicals, a yedisra, ensure ayanum, in Rankasa, in neuro prescription drugs, ayanum. Some of and saying blood pressure, neurobi, and diabetes, neurobi, recall why? Because a cause of cancer. Cancer causing chemicals, acid reflux neurobia ya ton over the counter ya ton for years. Uma recall why because who say cancer causing chemicals bi wo. Enti ye woni ma bebre sa wo hono a se bibi anko ka bibi ama ye obi anko hwehwe mu a na wo hono ye ekoso cancer so na yenim. Enti environmental carcinogens na chemicals na ebi ni dia hin. Chlorine etimi cause to be. Na no cause bladder cancer. Any colorectal cancer, leukemia. Nitrates and also a one nsuo any enamo a ya preserve any processed foods and also the nitrates egum and also leukemia, lymphoma, colorectal cancer. Motor vehicle exhaust sa musie na free car to bano leukemia linked to leukemia. Indoor air pollutants. On say your demo and from my home especially near maybe or home you usually use to say air freshness no money maybe a plug na we commercial say oh ehwam ebema wo dem ehwam chemicals be bre wo toxins pa antin say wo de ba wo fie na esano akotofo fra be shim na asano akotofo fra be shim na no answer wo hia na sa na wo expose the environment of the house to these toxic chemicals yenim say and also linked to childhood leukemia and lymphoma. Lung cancer and so chemical be a friend of nitric oxide and also aboa emano worse. Lung cancer polyaromatic hydrocarbons. Polyaromatic hydrocarbons chemicals who be adorson within the brain ebini PAA polyaromatic amines, polycyclic aromatic amines PCA and no a free flesh enam with dear good. You kind of with dear say with dear and say fish, say chicken, say beef, say kusia, say animal protein. Nese uhitino and processing on one at a very high temperature and as our chin at a very high temperature, you produce polycyclic hydrocarbons, polycyclic aromatic amines. Very, very toxic, cause cancer. Okay, and pesticides no enema yedigu nkofo yefua yedigu so said be ya entutumwa insects emery any fungicides na yedikum fungus weedicides ebinom edikum ewira instead of so this kind of do ana so be mani pa kututu wira na ewu mu no na wako spray weedicide na go so said be yebekum wira no ni nyina yenim say cause cancer. There's a lot of research of why say cause childhood leukemia, lymphoma, brain tumors, Wilms tumor, and a whole lot of different types. You have another chemical be a friend of dioxin. Dioxins, in free chemical byproducts. Chemical factories be produce toxins. No matter dampen no into the drinking water. And they say, oh baby, city a treatment facility and treaty most of the time some of these pollutants end up in the drinking water. Environmental carcinogens and also infections and so also cancer. Infections ebini dia hepatitis B and hepatitis C also hepatocellular carcinoma cancer or your liver mu HPV human papilloma virus 6, 16, 18 so also dia anogenital cancers oto and cancers or cervical cancer, gastric cancer and so bacteria be a friend of Helicobacter pylori and also cause cancer with adult T cell leukemia and also cause lymphoma and HTLV1 and human T cell leukemia virus 1 and on causes cancer in Tunisia there were a lot of viruses Epstein-Barr virus and so cause lymphoma antiviruses cause cancer and also any into prevention what means is who by now build the immune system now immune system not to me deal with infections a bit me preventive cancer. You say your content kakra after young genetics cancer is also linked to genes, colorectal cancer, all those and no any markers and I say in ruby and I say chemicals be a way you mujamwa oncologists it will be a horn more test For example, BRCA1, BRCA2 now are common for breast and ovarian cancer. And only in himself are linked to ovarian and breast cancer. And anybody be brio hono onye hu say or sa BRCA1, BRCA2 ni bia. Na perfectly healthy. And so no akọ na yakotwetwa na nufu nyina afiri honom. Ni nufu nya ahwe. So mo beka ya Angelina Jolie eyebi. Unfortunately, too much of a radical step to take as a prevention. Because genes, true say you can get the genes, but you don't have to get the cancer because me prevent that from happening. Yakoya nim kakra yebe hu dia making. Nesopharia continue sha o hwe sa ni ma egusu nyina lung cancer, Burkitt's lymphoma, gastric cancer, pancreatic cancer, retinoblastoma, all these cancers linked to genetics. But hu bebre but some other idea na genetic factors no be just 5 to 10% depending on your genes. Okay, go into some serious stuff for her. It is a mobile kaya. A cells and first to divide in the bed and cancer. Normal cell ni cell a tia por na bibia enye no. Nyankopo boss and tenas and say na tie. Enti cell no ye wo bibi wo mu a ye as a kosua e wo me ho na genes ni nyina no e wo. Enti ya no cell no nyini a cell nankasa no emu pai mienu na genes no so mu pai mienu nti wo hwe a we mu ache mienu ba kokose na ba kwakose na yi na kosua na dan finfin na genetic material ni nyina wo mu no na no so mu ache na ayese enti na ekoso na nyini saa na nipadua no fa so nyini na cancer be start a mo hwe left ha say ya hu say carcinogenic agent enti first of all, you have to have an exposure. When you're exposure to the chemicals, na cause cancer. Now, when you're exposure to na cause cancer, na say chemicals, say radiation, say viruses, say bibia, and no amma sa genes na wo cancer cell no asay adane no. Momi yankan hunu say nipadua na dwumadie di nyina na se betimi edi agi sa genes no na kire no de onye. Enti genes no na e kire say sa cell we ebeba be ye ensa anase we ebeba be ye ehwene anase we ebeba be ye aso ana we ebeba be ye meyafunu we ebeba be ye mahrawa anase me kidneys anase mani genes no na e kire indi ho na information na ewo. Enti cancer no most of the time no genes no na ya na essay damaged. Your friend mutation. And the whole start in a first process, your friend initiation. Initiation, anything, and it's a start, cancer, no air start. And the chemical, no, affected cell, no, not initiated cell, cancer, no. And the initiation, we are now a started process, and we are. And only the first stage. In the classic cancer stages are, doctor for your chair and answer your dear Jumana, yes, 3 stages. Initiation, say promotion, anything, and it's a cancer no a fee enini na yakese. And at the third stage, the progression, and it's saying, say air tre, baby, I want to a free baby, I want to attract baby. These are the 3 stages. In time ya okay, me ya be kwan ya be fa so a ya be prevent cancer. Mom yan guys say and this one ya to the cancer is a preventable disease. It is still ya go through enema our environment mu any genes ahoro a cause cancer yi na ya hu the stages of cancer development. Ya mom yan hwe kwan ya be fa so ya be prevent. 1, cancer nyina no ebe hwase a just a gene na say me nsan ko mechi biem na yen hwade wa gene no eno na the driving force enti se eno no say a na ayeden cell no asay enti se cell no say na nipadua na ntimi ankum cell no pe a ebe da ne cancer me poso ha kakra 1 minute na maka we hu asem say emphasis na area ma genes are a lot of pharmaceutical companies, a lot of researchers focus ni na your genes. They try to be produce genetic therapies in rural. Yeah, they be fight genes no ni na no. Unfortunately, the research doesn't support that. And nuntina for more than 60 years near, yes, a year launch the war against cancer, still yin cancer drone because the focus is wrong. The focus is looking at the genes, and the genes, yes, it's a factor, but it is not the dominant factor. I feel more slide. So we, if we research, be a research, published in 2014, our cancer magazine, and that's a journal of carcinogenesis. Now, title was a cancer is a metabolic disease. Implications for novel therapeutics. Dear no we left one where your normal cell. In the normal cell, no, what na make my friend genes, and I say technical name, my friend the nucleus. In the nucleus, no, and I say kusiana na baby a genes no one. And no and I have say ya ifita no a hormone na inuani chemicals a whole and then Niama whole bueni peduana meaning what they know so a hormone your friend cytoplasm. In the cell, be no far. There was cytoplasm and your nucleus. All right. In the a divided equally. Cytoplasm no divided into two. Now nucleus no so divided into two. There's a nucleus no na edenic cancer cell na a Niama a cell. In the tumor cell and so say in it here. Is a tumor cells and so nina a cancer and also divided cancer cell. Intino, your mind say, okay, any cytoplasm no environment na kosiano anase genes no edawo and no any gene nankasa no de na determines obi benya cancer. That was the study omoye. Inti di omoye and say omufa a normal cell. The cell, the cytoplasm, and saying, I say, ensure, you find say, in swimming pool, maybe the way your example, fish pond, good. Fish pond, kitwa, a waha, and namno a swimming woman. Sa pond no mono, a honor fish no, and then a diane obe di, in Yama obenya, was a fish pond no. In the pond no, ensure no. And no a cytoplasm no and a young fan say fish no and no nucleus into omofa cell a normal the cytoplasm is normal and no the cancer nucleus cancer genes a share cell them and almost yan share the ABC no mo share ya mo say cell no a divided no here no na a produce normal cell. You say wow, we thought said the genes no and a produce cancer. I didn't think a genes near cancer cell, cancer genes. Now, so you have to environment are clean and healthy, and produce cancer in the division and also the offspring. And almost okay, and the reverse. The reverse, and say, almost cancer, cytoplasm, a cell environment, a cancerous. And no yi genes in free cancer cell no yi ni gene no and no the genes are clean genes a shame fin so yan hwese de ne besi mon hwe afei ko divide ye no na ko divide into cancer. So we see here say the driving force behind cancer development no anya genes no it is the environment. Na sa environment no anase environment na cells no wo mu no and no factors na impact na no the epigenetic factors and only the inuane ayedi inru ayenom and insu ayenom chemicals you use and no any the most important factor right now in him say drive the growth of cancer. All right, inti afemo mi enhwe see stages of cancer development now. Stage 1. Moka I said na yaka stages no yaka initiation. Asem na 3 stages but me the baako aka ho. Nti me instead of 3 no me the baako aka ho baako no any the exposure factor. 1. Say we are exposed to cancer cells. And sana wetimi nipeduano etimi adane cancer. We are exposed to chemicals that cause cancer, different carcinogens. Okay. And exposure no the So we are exposed at the end of it. Into how to prevent that prevention of stage 1. And it's saying your liver, nyankopon boy, and your liver no wa ho di kese say odi cleaning nipadua no cleaning from all these cancer chemicals. And our chemical bi o mo a chemical bi o ho no mo a plants mo a friend glucosinolates. And no na aboa man liver no nya ho din na otimi di clean cancer chemicals. If you say dey bia da ye ko ye home ye no ye didi enema chemicals it may cause cancer. Inti no any idea say which means he say so build you liver now protect your liver here liver and bit me a cleaning itself. Afei sa chemicals ye here na wo vegetables be a friend of the cruciferous vegetables and no any the chemical number 1 na eboa ye ma ye de den a detox a cleaning sa cancer chemicals nya no sa vegetables we mo broccoli, collard greens, bok choy, beet greens, arugula, kale, watercress, cabbage. Sa family way and no the number 1 detox chemical vegetables are against cancer. After you hear the stages of cancer, stage number 2, initiation only saying any say the chemical no abani peduanum na a convert cell no genes no into cancer cells. And no anything a transform cell na madana the cancer. Now no a side gene na a permanent damage. Untimi nya na hwe mane nye chemicals causes are be ni any PAA na make am wasem no. A free fried meats ne broiled ne heated meats no. 17 different chemicals like that. And ye hu e wo enama ya toton ya che emu. And another one, your friend PAH. PAA ni polycyclic aromatic amines. And not only free protein meats. And another one, your friend polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. And also your different cra. We no also cancer cells. And on initiate cancer. No. Okay, stage 2 prevention. About you prevent stage 2. And near my media prevent stage 2. No, if I say cancer no, start to cry. It has to grow. Something has to make it grow. But you bet me ama a prevent say it grow na nipadua no akanahia nti ebe wo hwa enyini da nti na wo cancer ba to di bewu na enyini. Eniema yesa na fiber number 1 it removes chemicals no if you GI tract. For example you beta glucans wo oats mo. If you say carcinogens na chemicals na cause oxidative stress na generating maybe free radicals. And free radicals cause tissue damage, na cause inflammation. Now no a link to a lot of diseases, cancer, heart disease, stroke, cataracts, aging, memory loss. Now antioxidants, your chemicals it may prevent DNA damage and oxidative stress. And our face a boy repair your DNA. Inti sa chemicals are a bit media prevent stage 2 na hindi be free. I say we share within the highest sources of antioxidants hase. Na sa we research publish na media go ase no be here food and chemical toxicology published in 2002. Title was saying anti-tumor promoting potential of selected spice ingredients with antioxidative and anti-inflammatory activity. A short review. In Tixakami, we know blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberry, vegetables, we know herbs, hibiscus, oregano, sage, peppermint. We know itimi detox nipediano na prevent oxidation. Stage 3, promotion. Promotion no, and so saying after cancer cells na shall say a grow na a multiply. Na ye woni maybe woni pediano my friend promoters a promote cancer na manini. And na ye what chemicals be so your friend anti-promoters and also a kind of share manini. E bi na ye di kan aka ho asem no. It said ye wadua aduaba na enyini na e so aba sa pepepe. Na sa stage we promotion is reversible. I shall say a enyini a obetimi aka na sha manasa a shrink bi. It depends on the conditions. So the medical environment now, cancer cells no woman, epigenetic factors no. And on the better say cancer cell no be promoted na engineer na say be cash na amwana ajuju na nipediana kanasha. Into stage 3 no any promotion no. Okay. Now ha mo hwa enema eye researcher omo publish no mo hu say black yi nipa a cancer na ewo nipa mu. Ansana yeba be shase abeye intervention na omo hu say cancer no eno an say nyini nti wo hwe sa graph ya machemu emu achemi you left side ni growth ni say cancer ni nyini right side ni then apoptosis and say cancer no ewu dying na omo hu say cancer na nyini na omo sesa ne die esesa ne diet kra esesa ne diet na fe na cancer no na on say na then shrink enie enyini biem na fe omo wie no omo di growth promoters bi a friend IGF-1 no ye insulin like growth factor 1 omo sa edi good cells cancer no so ehwa na say nyini biem so and I so hwe hase ya almost okay yen the opposite say ya hwe growth no yen hwe the shrinking the death no into the death no nie hwe cancer cells na omu di good dish mu lab no mo hwe entimi enwu kra kakra bi na ewu omu sesa ne diet na afi hwe afi na ewu omu bi no so okay yen fa IGF-1 na sanka ho biem omu di goose no na afi ni bu a ewu no na stop into conclusion is say IGF-1 is one of those things and IGF-1 is free animal flesh animal protein eggs cheese or dairy products milk eggs chicken beef and nambia animal flesh no it promote the synthesis of IGF-1 a cancer promoter ema cancer inyini. All right. In this stage 3, a be kwa be ne be so be prevent stage 3 no. And no promoters no ebi ne estrogen. And it's IGF-1. Na sa niema we nyinu no ye niema bi o ha friend phytoestrogens are what plants no ye a whole lot of others. But emom are the most important ones when you're dealing with cancer prevention. Your friend isoflavones and lignans. Isoflavones no you hu was soy foods. In the first, the nipa bebree say oh breast cancer and also breast cancer I mean ni soy. But research naturally say estrogens na what plants were phytoestrogens. Instead of promoting cancer, no, it actually shrinks it and prevents it from growing. And the next one is lignans. So lignans, chemicals here. So udi enwiane fiber wo mu te say flax, especially flax. Now bacteria won't soon convert aduane no into these lignans and no eboa prevent the promotion of cancer. Now in the world right now, the most concentrated source of lignans known to research is found in flax seeds. Flax seeds. I think green tea so our polyphenols be your friend ECGC epigalactocatechin gallate in the DNA yara koye tongue twister kakra and no green tea sa chemical there wo green tea mono polyphenol no and also inhibit promotion of cancer. I say red meat and now no you can have some that IGF-1 womb and a whole lot of other chemicals and also promote cancer cells. We reduce animal fat and also serve as reservoir now. That is how to prevent stage 3. I feel we research here published in 2005. Now we share fa a mema what prostate cancer emoja ena the cancer cells no egu dish mo research no ena hu say the moja ni egu cells no a cancer cells no so a mema edi standard American diet na only 9% of the cancer cells were killed. And almost switch your diet to plant-based diet. Almost switch your diet to plant-based diet, I feel 70% of the cancer cells were killed. I feel the same people in here, so that same research in here. And so we this is 1 year later. Into this was standard American diet, plant-based diet. 1 year later, 70% of the cancer cells were dying. This is the same patients. Into any baseline PSA 6.4 nanograms, where a prostate cancer and a shower cracker. After 1 year later, now after a shrink, na PSA no about 4.5. We a prevention, say any advanced stage of cancer that is say in term now take preventive measures. Now the SL you can shrink it. When you say prostate cancer, no now the treatment and say watch and wait. You try say because it's slow growing. na edru e baby a aye a year urging nsama na fe ya treat you into we num say na they were watching and waiting you know they were able to do the research on them. Okay, stage 4 na ya progression and saying and the cancer na enyi na afei etre akọ baby a wono na atre so free baby a wono akọ different parts of the body and no na timi kan say metastasis no. Stage 4 is the kind of better preventing, and it's will boost your body's immune system's natural killer cells. Natural killer cells, cells be a one period no more. It cancer cells and it virus infected cells. And so, and you know, basically you boost your immune system. Now, one of the things I need say boost your immune system. A type of mushroom here, friend, shiitake mushrooms. Are very, very, very powerful. At boosting the NK cells now, you know, and I think so block angiogenesis. Angiogenesis is saying, and this is a cancer, no, say, bit me engineer. Now, I spread there, here new blood vessels. Now, blood vessels, you know, and then the Bible one man it me spread. Until block the development of new blood vessels, I can't send me into me. There were a lot of things. And you medical can have some no it me boy. Now, and you may be sure you name say boy vitamin D, flax, berry, soy, and turmeric. Okay. Into way any day me yedi be wie na fe ye yaka prostate cancer because I don't know affected member parkers into yemfa man so the researchers here obanyin so mo be study 3 different breast cells no cancer cells and you different types into you for 3 different types of breast cancer cells and only blacks here you hu and na omo ka so omo be test ya hwe into yakwan omo fa so test ya no say omu ehwe ekwan ya cancer cells no efaso enyini ena omu esesa enipa no edidie into all the 3 cancer cells in different types type where you find MCF where you find T47D where you ZR751 different types but the growth no was the same because the environment was the same almost the same environment no afehwe na growth no swati. Now we now the growth swati. Now we in the growth swati. And say okay, and let's do another test. And say into cell we are fa lab no fa cancer cells no and di good petri dish mu enie. Into di good petri dish no mu no and di nipa or cancer no emoja egu cancer no so say yenhwe de ebesi nti omudi gu so no first no na we nyina na ha nyina aye black nyina na say netie na nyina aye cancer cells na tumor na aye muma ba omudi nipa na wo cancer ni moja gu so no kakra bi na ewu ye so ho kakra bi na ewu ye we aka nyina aye cancer and almost okay yen change nipa na diet and omu change nipa na diet to a plant-based diet into this same you know in just 2 weeks omudi emoja no a from the same individual. The only difference is that the same individual is now on a plant-based diet. Good cancer, no. Look at what happened. This is what happened. All the cancer cells, the aka anyway, the body in just 2 weeks. It's not blood now is so toxic to cancer cells. It was killing the blood cancer cells left, right, and center. Another study okay yen the opposite side yen making sure said ye hu no clear and bibia your friend of tunnel imaging of DNA fragmentation and cell death and on saying and it's a DNA no say answer na cells no cancer cell ni be wu just a DNA na wu and as a genes na wu nti ye was study bi as a cell ni wu a gene bi e be wu bi na soja nti omo hwe no mo hwe say omo our cancer now edidi standard American diet no kakra bi na asoja kakra bi one 10 diet no to plant-based diet no look at what happened all the genes of the cancer were dying and then also white high into basically what it means is say you can make your blood inhospitable toxic to cancer cells. I say na me di manu besi. Na se questions bi omo a afeye bisa. Intino okay, inti me di manu besi ha say. Now if a question be or maybe a questions be ba na the aka me de beka ho me da mase.
Yo, Dr. Martin Opoku Gyamfi, yadawase, was a presentation ya wayamayen. And you know you have 20 minutes for questions and answers. And she said, "Person busa question na ube to me apeja wonsa by using the sign and as a go to the church na type of question na person busa. And I say ube to my body na me recognize wa na odo question aba. And she said, "Be ye beje in semisa hodo said ye be ya doctor ebe to me eya no. The one say ye nia ameniam pon sawo so timpato ye nia ameniam pon." Mr. Mose say person money public opportunity go straight to your point, simple, say the better bit me recognize it many people. You need a many ampon pacho bremu.
Open me that was say, doctor, that was no church, my same busan me. And so can radiation was sent. Now radiation can bet me a bemu ya, the entire me busa send ye. Once there was some a small gadgets I try when she knows my radiation, phone, computers, Wi-Fi machines, how do I try when she know my radiations? And only if a cancer cause na ini biana, I say busan no.
So basically radiation, any form of radiation, say X-ray, say gamma rays, or say sun's UV rays, into BBA a bit cause cancer. Now, issue of gadgets radiation, no, issue be a settled. Research need be say, it may cause cancer, it be said there be it may cause cancer. But basically, the less wired you can get, the better it is. Because even though research is conclusive, can say yes, Wi-Fi anyway, it may cause cancer. No, there is a lot of evidence that says it may cause interference in terms of your overall health. And the less why a typical example of radiation a bit more dangerous. Meaning some more experimental we are the cell phone etare waso ho na okasa e bedroom e boss waso ho ayesheshe because cell phone communicating with the tower now radiate certain types of information be waves be magnetic waves be echo between the tower and yourself. Until only a typical example, but some American can research is conclusive. Until the mean can say yes or no, but the say the more wired or the more gadgets you have, the more interference you have to your health. Until you bit matter swa that's it.
Yo dog, that's my main question see me and sa every church in Mumbra. If we are married or more pajamas and the kind panel, or say, what are the implications of breast reduction and its cancer effect? And the second one here say, does dried fish like adrenaline help prevent cancer? Ghana for you say, we was adrenaline once more. And the last one they say, can every tumor turn into cancer, or is every tumor cancer? Timbato young fans say being safe for now, dog.
Okay. First question, and I'll say
First question, I'll say breast reduction.
Oh, breast reduction, yeah, okay. Breast reduction, no dear. Basically, the cancer effect, no dear. Minyam who study be a breast reduction surgery, a cause of cancer. I know the minyam who so be a who be a with the minyam who be sa. But the American say, any funny be no, almost preemptive strike. Say prevention, especially yakaso more BRCA1, BRCA2 genes, and BRCA1, BRCA2, you know, say related to breast and ovarian cancer. And you'll be a hard say, Yasimi was a gene a genetic cause of breast cancer. And the person breast cancer, and you know, they may call surgery, mastectomy. Now I could eat, and yes, we on your breast cancer and you. I said, the baby own your bintino, I can't breast, I perfectly healthy, I could try a free ho. And no, I make a say. So share all the available research are a unnecessary step, and here's yes, sir. Because most of the last images now the buy now, even no more breast cancer cry, yes, it's a diet, the blood became so toxic, say it was able to kill some of these cells. It is an America. And adwene de no enam de a ya ho no eno no the me research bi a kire say enam to me prevent cancer nti no no na de yeni mom say enam cause cancer because sene na America no ye PA ni PAH na ye chemicals na onu anam o chinam o tunam a ye produce no eno na cause cancer nti no say we person prevent cancer dia enye enam bia ni ho ma research e kire say it me prevent cancer. And the last question no say
the last question no say is every tumor a cancer.
Okay, and tumor no ye mienu ye will be a horn my benign and it be a malignant. Benign, it just say I tumor, but enye cancerous. Cancerous, and then they say the one I mean can say tumor cancer be a tumor. Na tumor no ye mienu ye will benign. I just say no nya de be spread na e wo pa kun be e wona na wo e bi a the worst e bit my say be yakese na e bi as structures bi be na emia structure no na just suffocate no nti say e wo honom na anyini a e wo honom saa na de akobom nti nye tumor bia na ye cancer tumor bia ye benign no na enye cancerous and ye wo bi honom a eno no e da ne cancerous na no na be carcinoma na carcinoma na eno na spread nti enye tumor bia na ye cancer.
Your dog me that say say ye nuaba Agnes Sechi upeja won santin bacho fa wo de ne bra na wo de ba meji ye nua SA enti Agnes Sechi na SA umienu mumu some questions.
Okay, doctor me pacho o kasa na o kafa air freshener ye di wo fie no.
Yeah.
Let me just say candle so kan ho na air freshener no e dey na be kafa ho because eno ye use my fie ye hwam.
So the dynamic can say environmental pollutants household pollutants chemicals be where you need to cause cancer. Na me the air freshener example say chemicals be brave or air freshener more ni na no ye toxic chemicals. No kra e ma efia yehwam enso no wo be home niam akọ mu na bibia wo be home bibia no particles yemfa ye ni hu but particles one from manumunti na utimi ho ehu a na ekọ nipadua mu a na ko dissolve wo mogam na free na cause problems into a lot of those chemicals you benya mo ma use because papa obia betimi aton ne dia akere say we papa chain we but ni nyina na chemicals into betimi a yempe kwan bia different way you na ma feel ayeham.
Your dog me that say say ye nua bi so identity SA timbacho fabria na wi amakocha to akopeke questions SA.
Yo, Dr. Medasi.
Yeah.
My pacho, my question is similar to the sister you be saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying nema ye new aduane na efie e be a senti aba ho. Enti say ya amfasa chemicals ya ye wo bibi ti say cinnamon ene vinegar ne nema no eno nso a enye chemicals ya ye no eno nso etumi ma cancer na my question ba ko no.
No sada de me nyan research bi a kire say ma cancer. In fact your fragrances be natural essential oils. Your different one, your cardamom, your tea grass, your tea tree oil, your a lot of different essential oils ehwam obitimi de as air freshener. Ntino bibia natural bia and free lab bia any chemical bia no obitimi.
Dog you hear chat ya obi busa say any identity vegetarians and so cancer ekun womo. Does it depend on the stage? And another question about the kahona ye mienu now the account we say obi say enlarged prostate a lady to cancer na.
Okay, so basically on say we no nipadua no enye mathematics to say 1 + 1 de bia 2 o kan 1 ne 1 buma o ye ne dan e be 2 you say nyankopon kwa no say 1 + 1 = 1 enti no de ye na nkyere say the fact say obi aye we nyina bi enti no unya cancer kra possible say obi o hodmo a why vegetarian and so no wetimi anya cancer but the research na kire ne say obi o vegetarian no betimi anya bi ba onya the body no be dealing with it better than obi a onye vegetarian because to begin with no ni moja no Send me the example nature ni moja no hostile, ni moja no toxic to cancer cells dada. Most of the time, no more almost sure they survive cancer better. Number 2, and you will be a vegetarian, be answering the DDA. Obi ho anadwene ye ne say the fact say onwe nam nom a kire so ye vegetarian. Udi French fries, unum soda, now and one say udi processed food ni ade a onye vegetarian papa. Intino the yaka ho asemi the friend whole food plant-based lifestyle. Just we do you udi no as close to natural as possible. And no ho asemi na yeken. Inti wo ye wa famu dia na de aka no de amanyankopon.
That's now Obinzo say enlarged prostate and so any cancer, any relation.
Enlarged prostate there be no any cancer, just enlargement. And a research in so actually say relation be any I don't know benign prostatic hyperplasia and one enlarged prostate. And the prostate no na just I can see. Now any cells ni normal. Okay. Normal cells, but cancer cells no are done ni su assess cell no the to microscope as now the normal cell to as here. That is cancer cell, but enlarged prostate cells need normal, but
okay. Now, when who say Dr. CKM and I nearby Evelyn watching by and son baby family no. Doctor for way to us obi busa or church ni say GMO and that's how genetically modified in yedi no. And no predisposed to cancer na not any connection na causal link.
Yeah, so GMO no a very controversial. But the whole idea of genetic modification is say we decide to be a hormone person into or spray chemicals into my design plants be said BBF say we decide tolerant. Just all the chemicals in the plants but that particular one Intina yesa enam Saudi bebre na gusu intino it soaks up the chemical okudia when the chemical be one of those chemicals na very toxic your friend glyphosate and no you nim say the research what say cause cancer in fact South America be a lot of genetically modified soy GMO soy now be obi be wo ne banana ne oninsa be na oni a lot of enkwara ya wo mo within the farming areas no a lot of congenital defects, abnormalities. Ye nim say no na ekoso. Intini ye nim say ekoso cancer. Intini sa obenya GMO aduane de hwehun free hu na hwehwe organic.
Yo doctor me das impact yenko Dr. CK
met me aboa no GMO no ho kakra.
Okay, and the impact for quickly right now we are Dr. CK.
GMO the last said Dr. Ebo and me can say what the GMO is for say Omar in such a way say aduane bia emperor what the better awiem ade esenke pro no better ho sa 10 years at the ho aboa bia amfana no nka which implies say chemicals no yamde omede yen kan yikro be ka say dey ahye kubu no even toxic to animals emperor a better ho 10 years it is say ade that ho na sa aboa kra ntimi enwe e mane say ya it means that there are some chemicals bu mu a emwa enipa nti media
yo Dr. Opoku that I say for your contribution. But your Dr. CKM, what do you mean about your bremu?
We Dr. CKM, my wife, Dr. Vera.
Okay.
I just wanted to make a quick point. And it said we need to understand because sin is in the world, sickness is also part of that.
That's right.
Now, after the Garden of Eden, God told us that we're going to die. And over the years, we had to die. And I was some me say you can be a vegetarian and eat only a plant-based diet, but you can also get cancer.
That's right.
Young lady, be a friend of Matoya Newman. She was strictly vegetarian, 7-day Adventist, 43 years old, on a rare form of cancer. She died, I think, on the 29th. Ne papa ehede naturopathic center Alabama. But she died. And to put that into perspective, so people can be allergic to it. For example, soy. Some people are allergic to soy. For example, shiitake mushrooms. So some people are allergic, and you can eat it and have anaphylaxis. And ansana will crowd approach it to start eating certain foods. Go to one kasawo physician or what will medical history so they can help you. Any nutritionist, they can help you plan your diet. It's extremely important because one now taking things at face value. You may get sick being a vegetarian and die from that. Secondly, my last point, Harvard University School of Medicine, website, and I hope all of you will go there and read it. You cannot boost your immune system. You can strengthen your immune system. The definition of boost is to improve. You cannot improve upon what God has already made. Your immune system is perfect as God made it, but sin has ruined the immune system. So don't say boost, say strengthen. You can strengthen it. You can never improve what God has done because you're human.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, that's dog. So basically, so when what I meant by boosting your immune system is a research, actually say, I'm also the NK natural killer cells now. There are certain lifestyles. If you have those lifestyles, you practice those lifestyles, they make the natural killer cells' ability to kill cancer cells, more effective than other lifestyles. And now so far, study now, Petri dish study now, how cancer blood from a standard American diet versus blood from a plant-based diet. That was what it was. And yes, the boost, it's used not means start creating new immune cells, but with the one that you already have to make it more effective at killing cancer cells, bacteria, viruses, and so on and so forth. That's it.
Thank you. Mami, through this question quick, na confirm Mami Evelyn Boati. Obi say drinking lemon water every day, it may prevent cancer now.
So we are here, this is not an isolated standalone say bibi bakupe we na me what we are talking about is a lifestyle. And yet one thing is lemon water and they prevent cancer. A whole lot of things. Intuition in America now, all the stages, you near maybe it prevent those stages. And then me outlining a whole lot of things. And we go back to okay. Anyway, and a whole lot of things I'll be prevent all those different stages of cancer. And yet, internet as well. There's a whole lot of things. There's all no lemon water. There's all no way. There's all no way. But me young research say lemon water it may prevent cancer. But the minimum say a whole food plant-based diet. There's so much research about it. It's undisputed that fact. It's the only dietary lifestyle a reversing disease. Talk about diabetes, talk about high cholesterol, talk about high blood pressure. You can reverse a lot of these diseases just by changing your diet to a whole food plant-based diet. Now cancer and so diet plays a big role in helping prevent it. But it doesn't mean the fact why you're weighing but you can do your best and leave the rest to God.
That's a paradox. Mami nko insano so tiye Mami Evelyn Boati in patroti in Cabremu. But you say be na wo beauty ye Mami Evelyn Boati. And the bra yen tin nka Mami fan fam obi so busa bibi about spices. Or say adobo ne other spices say die aduane no so e.
Yeah, so spices, there are a lot of those spices your research wo you be na me to ho na muhu ya me the research ni gu ase you nim say antioxidant any anti-inflammatory properties using certain spices as part of an overall healthy lifestyle you nim say you're good because it reduces inflammation. A lot of these diseases are a lot of the chronic diseases are the baseline inflammation. All of those have inflammation. Even in cancer, your cell be your friend NF kappa beta chemical be you name say and no approval to inflammation. Now, in fact, when we research as part of the cancer therapies, to find a chemical that can do that. But a lot of spices can do that. Turmeric is one of them. Sage is one of them. And you know, spices ni bi ohon mo a etimi yesa, but nye spice ni nyina de kakra minim no ene de mabobɔ din ni de list na me de to so no. And two, ade a eye ma obi a no enkyerɛ sɛ won so kɔyɛ ebe ya ma obi ohon ma ni yefunu ntimi spices. Inti bia obi akodi black pepper na won so akodi black pepper na oyema ya na say ade si ye o. Inti no Nyankopɔn bɔ ye na ɔbɔ variety bebre. So you look at the variety, no, which one of those are ebeboa wo no na what use. But there is a lot of research that says some of these spices have anti-inflammatory potential and properties.
Yo, dog, me that say, and you may why emphasize bebre say plant-based diet. And the question will be with say, can you what is a plant-based diet? And or they to also say, is it just adding fruits or vegetables, or is there more to it?
Okay, so I'll go back to the research that I may refer to now. Plant-based diet, what they did is especially the breast cancer cases, you know, for 2 weeks, diet was restricted to only plants. Just basically, you know, for 2 weeks. No chicken, no fish, no eggs, no cheese, no dairy. That is for 2 weeks. It's a plant-based diet. Generally, you know, in general terms, we are referring to a diet that is predominantly from plants, whether it's vegetables or whether it's fruits or grains or legumes or nuts or seeds. And consider a plant-based diet. But and obia and ebetini aye 100% plant-based. The recommendation are based on good research. We share the blue zones now, baby. We are seeing now, baby, and up to 100 years. The one underlying factor, whether it's Sardinia in Italy, Okinawa in Japan, and they say the people's diets near 80 to 90% plant-based and just 10 to 20% animal-based. And generally, many patients, the advice I give them is say, your goal is to go as plant-based as possible. And so to me and pure plant-based, that is not the goal. The goal is at least 80 to 90% plant-based and just 10 to 20% animal-based. Oh yes, you get a good balance, because what you want is you want to get all these factors here to make your immune system very, very capable of dealing with some of these things that you can happen.
Yo, dog, yeah, that's a pa. I always say, come to me for obia na ebrenu ntino. Mame emfa yenua ya 12. Me unso sawo so ntimpa jote me ka brem ya 12.
Yo, me pacho me that's pastor. Me pacho me question is say heat na e so dem no etimi cause so cancer na. Pacho me question that's
heat sir. I know the minya research be a say it cause cancer. That's
you.
Dog, yeah, that was it, baby. Say, and then your questions maybe on a grading, you know. My main for last 1 year, it be the 1 minute here came fan to us. So this is a magic cube, dear Duano, and I gonna for dear Duano. O Busase, and also say a cause cancer, and I say, and what's something to say.
I know the research be a chest also cancer, but meaning say there are a lot of things in the Maggi cube and healthy for us. To begin with, the amount of salt, sodium, by itself, one Maggi cube when you have a lot of sodium, very, very high in sodium. Number two, a lot of those cubes, our MSG, monosodium glutamate. Monosodium glutamate, there's a lot of research where I just say you're toxic to your nerves. A bit also nervous problems, and it may also hypersensitivity, more asthma, a lot of hypersensitivity, allergic diseases. It may be worse. But cancer, the research be MSG also, but other problems the cube Maggi cube can cause it. It emphasis say you stay as close to nature as possible. Instead of using Maggi cube, You can use normal things like garlic, basil, herbs, and maybe add spicy, add flavor with biryani. That's it.
No, but as him say questions where coming for be a great into no, but a idea you common to you na enti my main friend no ka na we answer na body that of fire mami e yem from the chat. Obi say microwave I dey warm aduane no etumi cause cancer na wo ye no ano no obi say nku a ye disra sa body lotions and a hair dyes ahodo a ye use no dinu eno nso eho asem te say timbajo who answer we na chese wa bonnet of adwuma ama ye brain into that say.
Yo, microwave is one of those issues topic now very controversial. A microwave, a domestic microwave, are using the fee any research, and yet very concrete, and yet conclusive. Say microwave are using with fee a course. Even though microwaves nankasano a cause cancer. But the domestic microwave, utensil and as appliance are using of any research no very conclusive. Into individual, so no use power because I know the mean teaming say definitely no minimum research be or white chest cancer. No, they mean who be the Number 2, skin lotion, hair dye. A lot of those are toxic chemicals. My philosophy, most of my philosophy is idea be need to me any come no me fan because BB your skin it gets into you, absorbed somehow. It gets access into the internal of your body. Now, research actually say, especially black hair dye, research actually say linked to cancer. I know the research actually now the simple answer is that there's a lot of research to show say a lot of the hair dyes, especially the very dark ones, are linked to cancer, especially breast cancer, and especially in African American women. Indeed, so be TMIA. Na answer no.
Dog, that was a education out there my until we final word out there my your brain on that young fat to be doing connery and I am for the account and to us.
Yo, me that's intino. Until busunya for say na yedi kan aka no yesua hu no say yes, cancer area ekum nipa bebre. But cancer, no sheni 90 to 95% caused by environment and only 5 to 10% and genetics. What it means is we can do a lot to prevent cancer from happening. Now, research say societies almost lifestyle and yet it's a standard American diet lifestyle, any Western European diets, a lifestyle now. Certain cancers, even generally cancers, are low. One example. Colorectal cancer, colon cancer. Osha Africa, Osha Asia, Southeast Asia, umudi a lot of plants now, and your common sir. And then the Asian say, and you may be bit me a now the best thing we can do is say, prevent cancer, no, and say, you better back to nature as close to what God gave us as possible. And no chances will be a cancer, not just any. Now the chairman say, why you want what you know you can do to prevent disease. And if it happens, but most of the time, if you do your best, you prevent a lot of these diseases. It's a fact. But the fact also stands to say there are some things unfortunately we have no control over them because we are not God. Like saying Dr. Khan, we live with sin. It may be a one they will happen and we can't explain it. But mostly, the you do it, and there's research to show say you can prevent a lot of these things.
Yo, Dr. Martin Opoku, Gyamfi, Onyamin Shao, Ewosa, education, Adiama Yen, Yenya Yafemu die, na Yemfa Diaka Emenyame. Yenya Daniel, Sortimin Khan, if I chose so you may dear Munafatu Asumayen.
Yo, for say, yeah, better, Dr. Martin. Opoku Gyamfi asepe adisua wo de amaye nwumre no mjidi ye se ye nyina ye fa ne de aye adwuma onyame be hira ye bebrebe cancer de se nyame adom abo ho ban na wonyanya bia anamon bia wa nkasa obetumatu bia se wonya bie no ye ofam de ya de a ye no sa ebebo ayempa enu nti ye call into a season of prayer ye besre nipa miensa ebe bompa ya amaye nipa odi kan no eye yenua Daniel Kakraba ye besre no na wode asemu a doctor de bre yen won sre nyame ho ahoden ma yen ya tibebre yenim bebre enu mode no eden onyame moaye na yenwe kwan a yebetuma afa so a yebetuma tena se ye na yetumi atere wa asase so se ne wonu nyame no ahihya amaye enti yenua obabo mpa ya asre nyame se woni ye anim na adesua a wode amaye anumre yentumi mfa nya adwuma yebesre special prayer nso ye bo ama yenua no mo a ye singles a wo ye ntam nyina wo mo a wo mo aduru wo mo mfie so a wo hwehwe aware na say wo mo so a wo mo ye content creator at this point ye be hwere yenua ye maame Grace Kwaten na ono nso abo sa empire no amaye na ya hwere osofo Peter Omane enso ye di anim na wabọ mpaye shonko kwan so na wo di asafo mai nyina hyenyamensa titriu ene COVID-19 abesensen yenkom yakoni abedie yensre unyame enchen bambo amid COVID nyina unyame nhira na safo na wo mana safo nso enkoso a entumpon na mo ma ne bambo no enye kese ewo asafo mai nyina so memeda kwan yefo asafo wi asafa na nyina so for Peter Omane ebedi anim ewo saa empire nim te abusuafo mma ye nyina yensi etrase nya wo betuma bu nkotodwe na ye a kono saa na anuanom miensen eni anim ewo yen season of prayer no eni Daniel oti enka obeso mama e
Utu obonso mo meeting. I also the okay, but I don't know why.
ene mama Grace betumi akọ na se otumi tene ne ho na wasaba
Mama ye mompae. Ye naja awosro. Ye da wasi yi wa ye kan foodin. Ye da wasi se wo boy ye wo suban so se won seso. Na wo boy ye no wo ma ye hu se enye se woni pa nko a betena se. Wo ba bi ye ne seso boafo ama no. Enti wo bo oba e kan be ma ho. So ontena se na afi won hye wunyame animonyam. Ye da wasi bebre se wa hwe ye so. Na wo di achede asronku amema yemu binom amemi yenya ahokafo na aduru ebinom soso omumfie so ayeso omu enya ahokafo na nsuso omunya twede ampanwumre yaba wanim yesra wo mobrohu ade se saafo nyina omuhia ahokafo onyame kunimdifo a wo chema ne su aboantete yaso twede ampo yeso se ko mumwa na obi biara a wo hwehwe wo kani a wo hu ba bi yeso ofa na wodi if ebre Adam no yeso se twede ampon hwehwe saafo yi ehokafo ema wo mu na wo munye anigye ene asetena pa ema wo mu kra na wo matimi ahye wunyame twede ampon animonyam ebiem suso ye the single parents for a wo mu suso ekwan bi su no omu awo na nsusu omu ni ekunu ene yire saafo nyina twede ampon ena anwumre yesra wo mobrohu ade yese twede ampon wo mu mobo kwan bia so atwede ampon wo befa so na waboa wo mu se be ya wo benya ahokafo no matena se ahye wunyame animonyam no yesra se anwumre tie yesufre na feti ma yema wo nsere ese ekunafo a wo mu susu wahwe wo mu kunu anase wo mu eyirenom na wo mu ti ho a wo mu su ehwe ahonkafo no eje nyame yesro se hu yemobo na fe yibi ma wo mu na atimi aboa wo mu ama yatimi adowo nyame na yatimi asomu nukure mu yesro until then no yesro twedi ampon mayen twen honhom mayen akoma ene akono boni a ebetimi adi yakọ oseye mu na boa yen se be ya sitena mu no ye betimi atena se ne ahye wo nyame twedi ampon animonyam na nam so sa kwan so se wo boa yen ya yetimi adɔ yetimi afa wa kwan so nam sa ye so se wo twedi ampon wo pia obeto se ye fata wa hene mu ye da wase enanwumre se watie wadoma incident. Amen.
Amen.
Yehowa tumfo ya twaso de ayi amawo o kan wo Exodus 16:26 say Israelfo no edi wa kwan so a no fa kwan a odi ato ama wo mu so ya de odi eba mizimfo so ne bi nka wo mu awrade ya de abesin se wiemu ye ni da so ne akwanfo wa wani mo nyamu nti boye nyina ye wala hu ban se sa ya de bi nkan se bia kan obi awrade sane ya de man
Amen.
wadum no ahumobro nti so yensamre mu din ani eni nkomopo die tata fa sumboni wiasim ai nam ya de emu so ya de nkan wadum nti sa ya de odi mu nti. Amen.
Amen. Okay. So yenya Daniel and to me ma my empire busiafo. Therefore that was anwumre ye wonam wakwa so e de amaye. Ye hia was sitena yi mu bia no wunyame wo de adom ye. Ne ye betumi atu ho anamon wonam panimfo so atwen adwen asiso anwumre no. Ye srew se ma ya hoden na anamon a wosi etuo no ma yentumi ntu. Yesrew se dum yensa ye bompa ye ne yesrew se kansa yare se obi ewo ye mu a wanya bia yesrew se ebra ye bompa ye wunyame hu sa nipa no mobo na empo ebra wo tutu anamon ese some of these presentations here yetie na yesisa ye nuane die ne ye niema no so ne anka research yi point to no nka wasesa na nka yare wo tutu ase afri wo mamu kra ya shrew said dum yensa dum ya hoden ma yentumi fantu anamo a ebeboa yen na amaya asetena wa asase so no ayede ya behye wu nyame wudin animonyam na yetumadi enase ne wu nyame wahihye amaye ewa asase so yeda wase anwumre ewo de wodi amaye hraye nyina wo doba Yesu Kristo din ni munti. Amen.
Amen.
Yo, Abusian for Mama take these few announcements and sana ya transition them set Manusi Pepe ya besha a special prayer session ase sa session ne de senya munimo no ya besha ye nuano mo amaboa stream service nyina no ya besha say no de mamu stream no online ema yen e pese ya private na no pastor Oseba bi die nim nyame ya adom a ekina no pa no nsia Eastern Standard Time no ano yebeba pastor Amu Ababidi anim for a morning devotion no ekina ba ye na watwe abompa ye bebre na ye gidi Yesu se onyame nso ye nsenkyerene bebre wo ye ntem nti nyame ya adom a ekina ye bedi adanse na sane adanse die no ye mre no nti ye pese ye hihye no ne se bomodia se udi udin ebema yenu apanyi agena se wuni ni number no enie mpanyimfo de beto afidie no so but meka for the sake of more free into this particular meeting no the number no 773 403 3433 773 403 3433 ma yenuano ensanka udin sene beya ekina adansi die no wonso ubetumi enyamu echefa saa yeba mu nyina amase enumrei se mobile ye beja ha ama pastor Osei na watwaso